Hey everybody, this is Alessandro. Today what I'm going to show you is a 5 minute sneak peek of one of the lesson I tend to do with students to give them feedback, just to show the overall workflow. Okay, guys. So starting from this sequence, the students is try to create this combat sequence over here, and overall, what I'm seeing from this very first post that compared to this one, it doesn't feel as dynamic as the other one. It feels everything's kind of straight, where here feels a lot more dynamic. So if we can go for a moment on Photoshop and just explain the principle, um, look like his pose is more kind of straightforward like this, right? It doesn't matter again, guys, how pretty is your drawing, but what I'm saying, like everything is kind of straight, right? Ideally, instead, what you wanna do, you wanna push a lot more, right? Maybe the shoulder, you want to put it here. Maybe you want to have the one of this is holding a couple of knives, so maybe one of them kind of hold it here, right? And the other one here kind of coming along here, right? Boom. And maybe the knife could be around here or something, or the opposite side. Doesn't really matter. But as you can see overall, guys, the overall line of action feels a lot more dynamic, right? Compared to this one, it feels a lot more straight, right? So that's the whole principle that I want, for students to keep in mind when they do their poses, right? And so this one, this pose here would be, first of all, I want to maybe just reset for a moment this one here, and I want, oops, let me select this one. I basically want this one to go a little bit more forward, okay? You could have like a little bit this one like this, bending the line of action here. Another important thing is the shoulder. Okay, you want to adjust this one. And another things you want to try when you use the shoulder, see if there is any controller exactly. Says as soon as I rotate this direction, the deformation seems to be quite better. Okay, boom. See, it feels a lot better here. Um, I like this one. Maybe I wanna, just make it a little bit better. Okay, I wanna read better the silhouette here on the arm. Right, this one. Oops. Go here. And this one, when I'm looking at the other shoulder, maybe tiny bit more here, right? You can also adjust the overall line of action, right? Oops, not this one, the hip, yeah, something like that, okay? Don't be afraid to push this one. And this one again, it could be maybe straighter, right? See, I mean, this kind of straight line, it actually looks very nicer. This one, we can kind of tilt it going inside, okay, maybe not too much. Obviously, you'll have to adjust later the facial expression, um, and stuff like that, okay? Maybe, I don't know if it's gonna be visible, but sometimes for me, I just wanna make sure this one feels a little bit more like this. Um, Go back. But as you can see, the difference between this one to this one is quite big, right? This is a lot more dynamic, right? Um, so moving forward, this is all good. I think again, maybe here what you can do, you can just make this one a little bit more visible, right? Even here or maybe here, right? But you can make it a tiny bit more visible. Overall, it's quite powerful here. Maybe just bring this feet overall here. Uh, but yeah, quite nice. Here you just need to be careful not to drag. I know it's kind of in the reference, but dragging the head like this, um, it feels a bit weird for me when I look at it more. I want the character to kind of look whatever is it going, right? Um, and then again, maybe adjusting the silhouette of the arm. Okay. Here again, it's good as well. Here, I think it's better. I don't know if there is anything to scale. Yeah, exactly. I know sometimes you feel like things tend to feel a little bit lighter, so you can scale a little bit here, right? I like that both things are going that direction. Again, here, make sure your head is kind of tilting like this. Oh, and make sure you have a nice. Okay. Again, careful on the shoulder. Okay, this is things you always wanna double check. Feels like at the moment it's, yeah, there is a bit of a problem with the shoulder deformation. So this specific case here, you want to push it back. It's okay if it's higher, okay, just not to bring it too much closer. You start with the bed deformation, right? But yeah, overall, as you can see already, this pose looks a lot better than the previous one, right? Then obviously you need to adjust them between and so on. Another few poses I wanted to. Same here. This one you could have just moved along the way here, maybe adjust that one, and again same stuff here. You could adjust this one here, and the head again. You see the first of all again. I forgot. Sorry. You wanna have kind of this kind of line of action like this. Okay. Beside this one, you wanna have the head kind of looking whatever your character is striking, right? So you wanna have something like this. Okay. Very nice, very beautiful poses here. It could be that later we need to kind of open up this one. We'll see maybe when we'll do the in between when we do this here, right? It could be even something that this could be even cooler, right? But again, maybe this one we'll see when we'll do the in between, right? Here maybe rotate a little bit the torso a little bit more, right? So you can see a little bit the silhouette here. You'll miss. You need another in between overall here, right? Same stuff overall here. Again, you wanna maybe make this one a little bit thicker, not too much. I do feel like you could have moved forward this one a bit more, and yeah, and then this one again, move it forward, right? Oh, you need to be careful about this stuff like this, okay? So just check your rig and what you're doing. Again, here I wanna maybe adjust this one so it reads a little bit better, okay? Same stuff here again, maybe this one slightly below, okay? Okay, boom. Right, and then I guess kind of like this, okay? Overall, this is quite good. There is only a couple of things I want you to figure it out. One is this one here. So this pose again overall here, it doesn't feel very powerful to me. So this one could be really stretching it a lot more. You could have this one kind of stretch forward, okay, kind of going it like this, adjusting the shoulder, right? Adjusting the shoulder overall here. This is kind of tilting on the other side. Basically, what I want you to do is to do very quickly a pose where your character is kind of striking up. You want to have the energy going up, right? Right. You can have the head maybe here. Maybe you only see one eyes or something, right? And then you have, yes, one leg could be really straight, the other leg could be a little bit forward, right? Maybe that you see a little bit more behind, right? The knife here could go here, right? Maybe you want to also reframe it a little bit, but you're getting the idea. You want to have this kind of line of action, okay? Making it really, really strong and powerful. Okay, I hope you're getting the idea. One last things to keep in mind uh, is the very end here when you're doing this one. I know I kind of hide the character, but it was very small on screen. Maybe this one you don't want to necessarily copy this one, okay? But I think we can even improve it. So ideally, it's very nice to have a big contrast between the character here in the foreground and the character in the behind, right? So considering that this is like the rule of third, right? More or less, right? On here, right? Ideally, what you can do is to have your hand here, right, with the knife. It's kind of here. You could see the head of the guy. This is his head, right? He's here and everything, right? Really, really, see, really big, right? And then you have boom, 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 your arm going here, right? Here, the face of your character, right? Eyes, really angry, doing this kind of final blow, right? Okay, you see, you can have something a lot more. Then again, you can find the poses, whatever you want. But what I'm showing you here, you have a better contrast, better framing. Then you can adjust it a little bit more in 3D, where this one is to be very big, and she needs to be a lot smaller. Maybe you can have more sense of depth here. Where here, your your character is like, first of all, this pose does not look very strong, and also like the character being really small here, that does not give sense of depth. There is a lot of space behind. It's not very interesting. If you do something like this along the way, it's gonna be a lot more interesting. So, which is kind of similar to what you have here, but I think would be nice if this is more on the right, she's more to the left, and with the FOV you can have more sense of depth and contrast in the shape between the two characters. So far, guys, this is just a small example of how I do, my lesson. Normally, it's a full hour, and in this way, I prefer to, just to go deep into Maya, show the student how to model the character, not to model, how to sculpt the poses and everything. Sometimes go to Photoshop just to explain the principle and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoy, and see you next time. Ciao.